With a title as arresting as Eat the Ones You Love, you might be shocked to find out that this book is a boring slog. But first things first, thank you to Titan Books for giving me this copy. I was actually very excited to read this. It's just it was a bit of a disappointment. That's okay. I also read this as part of Carly's book club where she goes through like weird girl literature. Did you enjoy this, Carly? Let me know. I had a revelation midway through this book. It got to a point and I thought, wait a minute, this book is Halloween 3. So, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, for the uninitiated to the Halloween franchise, it is the only film out of the 13 film franchise to not feature Michael Myers as one of the main characters. A very controversial choice that cost the studio a lot of money. It was because John Carpenter wanted, he originally envisioned Halloween to be like an anthology where each film would tell a different story about a new horror character. He wasn't aware of how much of a fan favourite character Michael Myers would become, and that's why he's been in every Halloween film ever since. But this is exactly what this is, where I just had the unmistakable feeling of, you've read the room wrong. You thought, oh, we have a man eating plant and we have a relationship drama in a shopping centre. What will the audience prefer? The relationship drama in the shopping centre? No. No, 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 no. The book cover has the man eating plant on the front. So I'm over here scratching my head trying to figure out why this book has maybe 2% man eating plant. What's going on here? All of this talk about the shopping centre being the heart of the community and how it's such a travesty that it's being, excuse me, that it's being demolished. I don't care. I don't care. You think you think your horror story needs genuine takeaways? It doesn't. I just need to be frightened, titillated. I want goosebumps. This was so dry, so dull. Where was the man eating plant? It was Halloween 3. There was no Michael. And I get it, like slow burn's gonna slow burn. We're supposed to forget about the man eating plant so that in the third act the man eating plant has gotten out of control and is all of a sudden like unstoppable and needs to be defeated. Sure, but it wasn't handled in a way that made for an entertaining read. It was one of those books where I mentally had to put myself on autopilot. Like I was turning the pages, I was reading the words, but am I going to come back to this book in my head in the next few months? No, not even a little bit. Like it's easily one of the most forgettable things I've read. In fact, I've already forgotten it. Oh, and you know what I hate? There is a formatting choice in this book that is very much personal preference, but I find it particularly egregious. Maybe you'll agree with me, who knows? So here's the start of a chapter. Now look at this page and just have a think. What might Alfie be perturbed by on this page? What is grinding Alfie's gears? I don't know why I'm referring to myself in third person, but just have a think. There's actually two things that bother me. So the first thing, no title descriptors on the chapters. Why? Why not? Number your chapters. I'm a simple man. You've taken any sense of momentum from the story, any sense of direction, because there's no numbers. I don't know where we are. And I'm someone as well who I lose my bookmarks a lot of the time. So I would finish reading this, I'd put it down, I'd come back to it, and I'd completely forget where I'd got up to because there's no numbers. I can't be like, oh, I was on chapter 17. Chapter 17 doesn't exist. What are we doing? Who made that decision? And then on top of that, the big black bold first word in a sentence, never been a fan of that. Never been a fan of like, oh, let's take the first letter in the chapter and really inflate it and give it like a gothic font. No, it looks silly. Stop it. Stop it now. Threw me off the entire journey through this book. Oh, you know what I might hate even more? Hate is a strong word. You know what? It's not inappropriate. You know what I hate? No, like instead of part one, part two, part three, the book is separated based on the life stages of a plant. So it's like seed, sprout, blossom, and then because all of the characters in this are florists, the last section is called arrangement. Oh, my eyes, they rolled back into my skull. I didn't know if they were ever going to come down. I thought, oh, no. I needed to be on the editing team of this, and I needed to be like, no, you're not going to do that, okay? It's like a weird dad joke, but I guess they thought it was creative and clever. No. I suppose I'm most disappointed because I love literary horror. I love books that take the genre of horror, but they do it in a way that's like poetic and tasteful, and it's such a fun merging of the genres. But this went too far in one direction. This is too literary. This book has like a teaspoon of horror, and even that, like, wasn't horrifying. It just wasn't. Everyone kind of sounds the same as well. Like, there are chapters where we explore the man-eating plants, like conscience, but it sounds exactly like our main character. And so without the chapter numbers, without any form of differentiating, I had like literary vertigo. I was like, oh, what's happened? Where are we? Who is this? I can't tell you. Not a satisfying reading experience, at least for me. It almost kind of reminds me of Cujo. So Stephen King's Cujo, lots of people enjoy Cujo. I personally don't care for it. There's actually loads of Stephen King books I don't care for, but Cujo is probably one of my more controversial takes because so much of that book feels unnecessary. There's so much talk about like midlife crises and the trials and tribulations of living in suburban America. And it's like, what? I came here for a beast horror. Can we get to the beast horror? This book's, you told me it was about a rabid dog. Where's the rabid dog? And that's exactly what this is. It's like, where's the man eating plant? You are not holding up to your end of the deal. I don't need drawn out conversations where our main character is now flirting with like a man who's 10 years younger than her. Great, don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care. That's not the book I came here for. I came here for bloodshed and devastating, horrifying, I can't sleep. Like, that's what I'm here for. It just misses the assignment. But let me know, if you've read this book, am I exaggerating? Am I, like, misunderstanding what this book was supposed to give? Because I feel like I'm coming on hot. But at the same time, this was really bad. Like, I found this so dry, so dull. It felt like the antithesis of what horror should be. And, like, literary horror shouldn't be any exception. Like, give me bloodshed, give me terror. This was weird shopping centre politics, and there also happened to be a plant.